Meditation is the key for transformation. The more you do meditation, the more transformed you are. The less you do meditation, the less transformed you are. And no meditation, hardly any transformation. We have to understand that there's a direct relationship between transformation and meditation. And we want to be transformed. And when you sit in meditation, that happens.
There are so many things about which we should be grateful for. We keep complaining that is not there, that is not here, comparing with others. No, that, you'll never have peace of mind. So we have to develop an attitude of gratitude for, if you start counting, my God, how many blessings. So many blessings we should be grateful for. This today's session will help us to how we can accept things as they are.
Pranams to our Mahapatriji. The Buddha CEO Foundation will bring new life to the entire people of the country and abroad about the meditation. I wish to congratulate Mr. Chandra, Vani Madam, and all the mentors, all the masters who have done a great job in propagating the meditation.
This satsang should continue, and the Buddha CEO Foundation should go to a greater level, see that all age groups of people, the youngsters, the children, the senior citizens. So when we perfect an individual, the society gets perfect. And our immense gratitude to Chandra and Vani for taking this forward as a yajna. Namaskar.
Meditation is actually, it looks so simple, but it is the most important practice. I thank again Buddha CEO Foundation and Chandra Garu and Vani Garu.
So meditation builds awareness of what our thought process is, what our feelings are, and then helps us to move into newer thought, newer feeling, an expansive thought, expansive feelings. And so then we create more and more. We let go of things that are not necessary, the worries, the anxieties, the fears, phobias. And then instead we move into create greater things for ourselves, for everyone. It builds connection.
After all the meditation, all the sharing with masters, it was to spread meditation around the world. So that was a very, very strong motivation. And then, of course, to keep enjoying life.
My great pranams to Brahmarshi Patriji and Swarnamala Madam, who are really constantly teaching us to, guiding us to going in a better and the best and great path in our life.
Happy morning and happy evening, friends and masters. A very warm welcome to you all to the day 2 of this 40-day flagship program, Yogam. And yes, yesterday, day 1, it was just an introduction where Chandra sir, he was sharing about his personal transformational experience and also the introduction to this Anapanasati meditation, the Breath-Mindfulness technique, from this great spiritual scientist, Gautama Buddha. So yet another profound session today. So let's hear it from Sir. Welcome, Sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. This program, and every program we name it something that we can imbibe from the name itself. And this one is called Yogam. Yogam, yoga, yogam. It means union. Meditation is, the right meditation practice is truly developing union, that unionship with something. And what is that unionship that we develop? But most certainly we'll develop that. And this is very important for many, many masters here who are regular practitioners. And we have a large Buddha Seva community. They are there. Welcome to all of you. as well in the program, meditation is bringing a shift in the mindset. The mindset changes, then our life changes. That's why we do meditation. The first thing is to recognize and understand that there is an energy element of it. It's matter science, but it's an energy science too. Then there is a sudden shift in the mindset. Matter science is limiting, energy science is unlimiting. Matter science separates each and every one. The energy science unites everybody. Matter science develops scarcity in life, lack in life. No, I don't have this, I don't have that, so I need to somehow hold on to things, rush to get things. Energy science is saying there's abundance out there. You can attract it, don't rush for it. Don't develop that lack consciousness that it is there, enough is there for everyone. The first thing is to have a shift in from matter to energy concepts. A big shift in the mindset, but there is a shift in the second mindset, which is about living this life beautifully by aligning to what we think is what you say and then what you do. While you want to get something for yourself, then abundance is there, and so then you no longer rush, no longer feel scarcity, no longer in a survival mode is one thing. And so with an abundance principle, but then our dialogues, what I think about wanting, but then what I say to people. You want something good, but here you're saying, trying to be secretive, don't say things. You want something for yourself, here when you are finding difficulties, you say to yourself or say to others, oh man, this may not happen. There's no alignment. Yoga means many, many ways you interpret, but the union of matter and energy, body and the energy. When we become union, first body and mind, then we have greater health. When we have alignment of body, mind, and energy, existing that exists out there, energy, then we have expansive life. When we have alignment with your thoughts, words, and deeds, then you have a very fulfilling life. What you think is what you ultimately do. Healthy life or a greater life, when you have health, you start doing things. Expansive life, everything is going to be coming to us. And so I feel great, miraculous things start happening. But fulfilling life, something that you really wanted to have and then you're having it. But those of us who have been practicing meditation for a long time, we move our life from miraculous to a very, very fulfilling life. Fulfilling life means every day and every moment we live it beautifully, that anytime you look back and say, yes, my life has been great, it's very meaningful. Wherever I'm spending my time, energy, resources, they're very, very meaningful to me. It gives me deep satisfaction. There's nothing that I feel like is something pending for tomorrow. That's how it becomes very fulfilling. But meditation absolutely will bring a great union between body and mind. So we will start shifting ourselves into a greater health, for sure. It's called coherence in body and mind. Meditation, as you regularly go into that empty states, is helping us to merge with the field of energy. It's called the soul stuff. Body and soul, body, mind, soul getting united. And so then we suddenly recognize there is so much more out there. We're not so limited. So suddenly we start expanding our goals. Many things will happen when you recognize that you are very, very expansive, very, very connected to each other. But meditation must also bring true alignment between our thoughts, words, and deeds. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. What we do must bring true alignment to ourselves here in every moment in what we do. Can be called very, very mindful living. It's much broader than mindful living. But a true alignment between our thoughts, words, and deeds. That there isn't any even a little bit of non-coherence in our body, a little bit of dissatisfaction in the mind. Something that we will expand upon in this program and then talk through, as many of our community members are there, where we look to utilize this program to bring that union, where what I think, how much I'm able to talk about it, and how much I'm able to do that. Thinking, talking, and then doing. There are three fields that Patriji always said. We all have three fields. We have field of thoughts, we have field of words, and we have field of deeds. How great they are, how much alignment that we are in with them. Something that explore in this program to become a greater person from where we were before this program started. So welcome to everyone who is new, who joined. It was a wonderful response in day one. It was great to see that enthusiasm across 3 batches, hundreds of people were there. And we talked about breath meditation, observing the breath to empty the mind. We said if you calm the mind has got thousands of thoughts, and if you calm the mind by doing this technique, then we gain a lot of clarity. And we start looking into ourselves of what programs do I have. The subconscious mind has sort of limited thinking. Wealth brings problems is a limited thinking. I don't have time. I'm very, very busy. I'm an unlucky person. My body does not cooperate. So many belief systems that are there. And then we said 90% of our life is operated through this belief system. And so meditation is helping us to look into ourselves. That's why you hear many places, you know yourself at a different layers. The first thing that we know ourselves is to see where are my thoughts. Second thing is what programs do I have inside of my mind that is stopping me from living my life. And there are ways further we look into ourselves to know who we are. And I said, meditation at the grossest level, if it can stop those so many thousands of thoughts, arrest it so that we have a little clarity. And then further look in and say, where am I limiting myself? Am I saying that, okay, nobody cooperates with me, and so I stop taking an action? That's a limiting belief. Nobody cooperates with me, and so I don't want to do anything because no one cooperates. That's a limitation that we stop ourselves from going forward in life. Meditation helps us to see many things as a limitation than as a default truth. And so we said, we're doing this. Meditation is helping us to know a little more about what limitations, what programs do we have, and then help us to reprogram. It's clearing the mind, it's helping us to look into ourselves at a conscious, subconscious level. Then, of course, meditation is bringing calmness, peacefulness. Just by resting the mind for some time, then thoughts are not there, here, there. So you just feel calm, like a lake not disturbed is calm, very peaceful. That's why Gordon says serene lake. Rarely we say serene ocean, but a serene lake. Because it is very, very calm always. So the idea of meditation is to empty the mind, reduce the thoughts in the mind. Now, the technique that we practiced yesterday, we're going to practice it every day in this program, is observing our natural breath with our eyes closed, right? Now that brings that when you observe the breath with your eyes closed, slowly thoughts are coming down. They start coming down where there is a beginning state of meditation called alpha, where they come down to a state where we start feeling greatly relaxed. Now, there is an institute in California called HeartMath Institute. That HeartMath Institute done some research about human heart. Do you know which is the organ which is influencing our body and every other organ significantly? Is it brain? Is it brain here, head brain, or what we call the mind, or is it heart? Heart. We know our brain has the nervous system, central nervous system, and then it is connected to so many nerves in the entire physical body called peripheral nervous system. So then everything is always happening from the brain down to the body, and that's how body responds and organs respond and then they operate. The communication is always from head brain, and which is, let's for a moment use it as mind instead of brain. And so the mind is driving all organs, which is the normal understanding. And so the mind will also drive the heart, potentially, if that is understanding grace. But what HeartMath Institute found is that heart is sending a lot more signal to the brain than the other way, only in the case of heart, human heart. Spiritually speaking, we always say heart knows, be heart-centered. That means the consciousness-centered, the soul-centered. There is there, but now with biologically speaking or physiologically, they figured that human heart is sending more communication to the head than the other way. Now, it is sending more signal in a way to bring our mind into those lowered meditative states in one condition, when the heart feels a greater, loving, kind, appreciative, or gratitude, any of those higher emotions. Or the discovered, either when the heart feels an higher emotion, means our body has an higher emotion, means we are joyful, we are appreciative, we are grateful, we are in a loving presence with a child, we are compassionately helping somebody. When we are into those any of those emotions, then our human heart, we're feeling the emotion, then when the heart is having those emotions, suddenly it's sending about a signal into the brain and making the brain become very coherent and cool down, slow down, and then move into a nice meditative state. The beginning of a meditation is called alpha, a relaxed state, just by having a good emotion in our body, in our heart. If you had a frustrating moment, if you had, unhappy, separation, guilt, bulliedness, anger, of course, if you had any of these emotions, then the signal that heart is sending is again more signal, but that it is making the brain go separated, non-coherent. That means various parts of the brain don't work very well. They don't cooperate very well. So they are working in isolation. Neither they're communicating very well to the rest of the body, nor are they working greatly. That's when the illness happens, disease happens. Coherency and non-coherency. The simple technique is that the research is that if you feel good, you simply come into good feeling, or a joyful feeling, or a satisfying feeling, then automatically you are in a very, very coherent state in your brain and body. And so then you have a great health on one side, but most importantly, you have the ability to think and feel good about future. So the research they discovered is that the research they've done and they found is that we feel good in our body, in our heart, then automatically our brain is going into a nice meditative state, apart from significant other benefits. And so then they developed a technique called heart elevation, which we love it. And so then we use that technique also for a few minutes in our meditations every day to bring ourselves into a nice relaxed state. And then we slip into breath meditation to empty the mind and then be in there for as much time as possible. So I'll talk about the science as we go along for some more time in terms of little technicality of it, for those who are interested. But for today, let's go into the meditation process once again. But what we are doing from yesterday, we're adding another small technical heart elevation process. So our meditation consists of 3 segments, which is going to be pretty standard for throughout. One, a heart elevation process, a short process of heart elevation for a few minutes, which is simply bringing up a newer emotion and higher feeling into ourselves. Then breath meditation, which is to empty the mind. And those of you new, don't worry, I'm going to talk about how to practice it so that you can go through it very easily. So we do breath meditation, which is to close your eyes and observe the breath, which is going to slowly remove everything about the mind, the thought, everything about ourselves. So observing the breath with the eyes closed, the second one, breath meditation. Then third, of course, towards the end, we express gratitude. Gratitude, which brings us into a lot more coherence, a lot more joyful states. The goal eventually, dear friends, is to end the meditation with feeling great, feeling joyful, clearing our mind and many, many things that will happen when you do that, right? So how do we practice these? And so breath mindfulness meditation. So we're doing this simply by observing our breath with our eyes closed, right? So as you see in the picture, you're sitting down on a chair or on the floor, chair or sofa, whatever that you are in, right? And a floor means you can be on your bed. And then crossing your feet at ankle or cross the legs as you see if you're sitting on the floor. And then fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. So your legs are crossed, and then your hands, your fingers are crossed, rested comfortably, eyes are closed. 3 things: spectacles, glasses. If you're wearing, remove your glasses, spectacles, right? And so you're in that position, you're closing your eyes, fingers into fingers, legs crossed or feet crossed, and then you sit very comfortably. Spine need not be erect. If you can sit down with an erect spine, great. If not, don't bother. Just take back support. Be very comfort. Comfort of the body is very important, right? And then with your eyes closed, this is a posture where you're relaxing your body, comforting the body in a way where you can sit for a long time. That's the goal and idea here. And then you're observing your breath, natural breath. And where do you observe? Where the nose starts, at the middle of the eyebrows. You rest your attention there with your eyes closed, right? You're not seeing physically, but you are putting your awareness onto that place at the beginning of the nose. And then rest your attention there, and then simply notice your breath, your natural breath. Again, no tampering of the breath. You're not forcefully inhaling and exhaling. Those of you used to pranayama, when you close your eyes and you go to breath, suddenly you start doing something. Don't do anything like that. Instead, I want you to observe the very, very natural breath that is there, the way it is there. So closing eyes, observe your natural breath, observing the breath that is going in at the beginning of your nose, the root of the nose, right at that point. Observe breath is going in, coming out. Some people may find it difficult to find where is my breath at all. I'm not even able to notice it. As you develop it, you'll get to practice it and you'll see it. But still, put your attention there. And attention at the middle of the eyebrows, at the start of the nose, and then observe that gentle, normal breath that's going in and coming out. So take average 15 breaths a minute. So there'll be little gap, right, between breaths. So it goes in, but it comes out, of course, pretty quickly, immediately. So observe right there. Okay, there it goes, there it comes. Again, a little while later, it goes, comes, goes, comes. That's all we want you to do, nothing else. When you observe the breath like that, dear friends, slowly it has a beautiful effect of automatically automatically bringing the thoughts down one by one, one by one, one by one. And so mind is becoming emptier, emptier, emptier. And so we want to be observing the breath initially. As the mind is becoming empty and empty and empty, slowly we start going into very calmness, greater peaceful states. And then as you're continuing, then suddenly you may start noticing some kind of movement in your body, some kind of energy feeling, or some kind of a dreamlike state, where you may be in some kind of a state where you're seeing something, not seeing something. Many things can happen. They're all called meditative states. And I want you to simply observe everything that happens in those states. You start with the breath, observing the breath. And then slowly, as you are observing, and then as the thoughts are coming down, automatically go into emptier states. And so then you start feeling sensations, movements, or some kind of a visions and dreams can happen. Witness all of it. If nothing happens, great, no problem. Just continue with whatever that you are noticing that time. Okay. But at any given time, thoughts are there, and you're thinking actively. It is there. There's definitely your thought. When thoughts are there, then you bring your attention back to the breath, and again observe the breath. Right, friends? Again observe that breath, and again you go into slowly emptier states. Again, same thing happens, and you witness it. Thoughts come back again, right? So this is called breath meditation. This is where we're spending maximum time today also and every day. And before this, we do this process called heart elevation process. Now, I'm going to go into the detail of it tomorrow. Just follow my guidance for it for a few minutes. And it is okay if you couldn't follow, no problem. There's a few minutes of heart elevation we will do. And then we go into breath mindfulness meditation. From there, automatically the slide will switch, but you are simply closing your eyes and starting a heart elevation process. The crux of the process, as I said, is to feel good for yourself. Now, how do you feel good right now if you're stressed? And then the technique is helping us to bring up, visualize a future feeling, a future event or experience, or from a past, you bring up a good event, good experience that you had. Like on a birthday where many people came and wished you and you felt so good, man. I'm actually loved by so many people. So that itself is good to remember. And so automatically you feel good, right? That's the crux of this event, this experience, this process. I'll guide through, and then so you can simply follow and then go through the process. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably, relax your body. With your fingers into fingers, hands, with your legs crossed, and keep your hands on your chest area. Eyes closed, glasses removed. If you're wearing smartwatches, remove them. If you have earphones, and if you use the earphones, the music is a lot more immersive and expansive. If you use the earphones, a good quality earphones. If not, just simply listen from the speakers of the computer. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. and resting your attention on your sacred heart. Can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seat of all emotions. The center of yourself, your loving heart that's helping you before you knew about yourself in your life. Connect with it with a slow, relaxing breath. With a slow, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. With your attention on your heart, feel this center, which is expanding all life with its higher emotions of love, compassion, gratitude, kindness. Can you recollect a moment from your past or from the present or from the future visions where you felt enormous joy, gratitude, compassion, recollect a moment of joy, of gratitude, or simply imagine experiencing a moment of joy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more you experience that energy, the more coherent you become. You're all deeply interconnected with each other in this field of energy. Love, compassion, joy are all the ways to experience that connection, to become coherent, to unite. Feel relive that moment. And slowly, let's go into Breath-Mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, with your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. when you observe your breath, your mind is becoming less and less of thought. As your mind is becoming empty of thought, you experience greater calmness, emptiness. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly go into that calmer, emptier state. As the mind is becoming empty, we channelize the energy into the present moment. You become mindful. Your body goes into coherence. And rejuvenates greatly. Be with your breath. yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that calmness inside of you. Emptiness of no body all around you. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of all connection, the field of all knowingness. The field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that calmness, the more familiar you become with this feel. The longer you are with it in this calmness, experiencing that blackness, that light, the more you receive from it and the more you become of it. if you find yourself in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing. That's energy. Everybody and everything are connected in this field. The more you stay aware of this emptiness, the more connected you become. Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be living this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to all things and everyone in your life? Express gratitude to your parents, to your teachers and mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, everybody. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, the Mother Earth. The planet, the stars. Give thanks to everything you use, the technology, the system, the government, the companies, the institutes. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. Namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you. Namaste, namaste. I see the beauty in you.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Once again, we meditated for about 35 minutes, pat on your back. This program, we will increase it a little more to about 40 minutes of meditation. That's what we'll aim for every day. Not a 5 minutes, 10 minutes meditations. Our master, Patris, are always trained. If we have half an hour, full half an hour of meditation, 10 minutes, full 10 minutes of meditation, 40 minutes, half an hour meditation, 10 minutes some wisdom and sharing. So we give maximum importance to meditation practice in a 75-minute session. And then, of course, we will have some wisdom and sharing along. So before we go further in this program, I would like us to know about the facilitators who are there. Buddha Sivas masters who have been practicing meditation, who are here to help in many ways. In your WhatsApp groups, every WhatsApp group has a header. In the header, the facilitator name is written, but also welcoming you. Their name, their phone number, details are there, but they've been welcoming with a welcome message, engaging with you. And so it's great to know who they are for different WhatsApp groups. So we'll have a brief introduction of them today, and then we conclude the session. But in the meanwhile, if anybody felt, whatever that you felt in your meditation, please write in the chat. You felt lightness in your body, write in the chat. Heaviness, you felt some kind of energy movement, body is moving, you felt your body is floating, lifting up, you felt heat, you felt cold, you saw some colors, visions, there's all tingling sensation, your hands are locked up, they're not coming out at all, you're trying to do, your body did not exist at all. You felt intense amount of joy, the tears trickling down, or whatever, maybe some kind of heaviness. Anything is there, or you had pains, heavy-headedness, any of those, whatever that is not normal before you start with meditation, you write them in the chat, right? All those experiences are common and they happen. We're going to go into a detail. What does meditation experience mean? I don't know why they happen, so we'll cover that tomorrow post-meditation. But if they are happening to you, you've done a good thing, your meditation is good. If they didn't happen to you, still your meditation is good. We talk about this because when they happen, and I don't want you to be feeling worried and say, okay, how is my body is lifting up here and what's going on here? And they are normal. And so then if you are experiencing anything like that, that means great, you've gone into empty states. Those who don't experience, which happens with most people, it is still fine because you're still going to the empty state. It's just that you're not feeling that energy experience is not necessarily coming at this time. That's all it means. Right? Yes, sleepy, drowsiness, all that is also possible. So as you're writing, they're launching a poll to understand a little bit about how much experience you may have with meditation or not. So please take a minute to answer this poll. It has 4 questions. Jayashree Madam, can you drive the poll?
Yes, sir. So we have friends. I think you can all see the poll on your screen. So please just takes few seconds. Please read out the question and answer. And as sir mentioned, there are 4 questions. So first you have you attended one or more of Buddha CEO's 40 or 21-day meditation programs earlier? Yes. And yes, we have the second one. For how long have you been meditating regularly? Please read the next statement too. Yoga, pranayama, prayer, contemplation are not meditation. We have a session for that where sir will explain in detail what is and what is not.
Some of you are writing in the chat for these poll questions. They're there. You must be seeing a pop-up window on your screen. So you would be answering there. Okay. Go ahead, madam.
Yes. And just scroll down to see the third and the fourth question too. What has been your biggest challenge in your meditation? And yes, the fourth one, what is your dominant activity of work? Just to understand about the your daily routine and how this can benefit you. We have 220 participation. Just half of them have answered. Come on, friends, please take up the poll. Aruna ma'am, do you see a pop-up window in the Zooms? No.
If they don't see, and if you see a poll quiz button at the bottom, you click that, it will come up. Okay.
123.
Ideally, we wanted a little more, but never mind. Let's conclude it here.
Yes. Under more section or some, it might be in the poll quizzes down. There is a button, or you can click on the more also, more option. Depends on the device what you're using.
No problem. So let's end the poll here for now.
Okay.
Okay, we're sharing the result. So dear friends, do you see the results, Jayashree Madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, wow, so we've got a lot of people who attended our programs. That means that a lot of them perhaps have carried through from our past program. 2/3 are practicing, attended at least one program of Buddha Seva, 1/3 are new, which is great. And then we have here 20, 50, about 60% are less than 6 months into practice. It's going to do a lot of development of self. When you are in the initial days of meditation practice, our self develops greatly at a great speed. We develop many things, shed many things. And so there are 60% are less than 6 months old in meditation practice, are relatively new. And then number 3, what has been your biggest challenge of meditation? Consistently here, lack of consistency, 1/3, and then distractions. So distractions is never a problem. If you are stopping meditation because of distraction, then we have not understood the science well, so please pay close attention. But regularity, consistency usually is a challenge, and then it happens because we, of course, are constantly bombarded with so many things in the environment. So an easy way to overcome that is by interacting with the regular meditators, taking up some meditation service. For those who say, I don't have regularity consistency. Right. So pain and physical distractions must be overcome. You got to sit through the pain no matter what in meditation. Then you can resolve your pain, but you have to sit through it. All right. Anyway, so a good percentage said no challenge. Great. Dominant activity of work. So we do see, as always, about here 70% in businesses and employment, 10% students, 10% homemakers, senior citizens. That's great. Right. 10% senior citizens. Okay, friends, so we have a relatively good mix of people who are going to work. And so we tailor the program as much as possible into situations and those at a workplace that we come across and going through it. Thank you for writing. Many of you written about how you felt in the program. So let's quickly know a little bit more about the facilitators who are there beautifully helping and then willing to volunteer and help to facilitate your engagements, answer your questions, and then if required, give you a phone call if you want them to, so that you can be in the program every day. Okay. Yes, Roja madam.
Good morning, friends and masters. Good morning, sir. My deep gratitude to Chandra sir and Vani ma'am. I'm facilitator. My name is Roja. I'm facilitator for Yogam group, Yogam batch 2 and in 2 groups are allotted for me. I started my meditation journey from 2014 under the guidance of Patri sir and followed by Chandra sir. I healed. I used to have a lot of death fear, so I overcome my fears through meditation, and I used to have a lot of health issues. Those all the health issues have been healed through meditation. So I deeply thankful to all the masters. Thank you so much, sir.
Awesome. Fear of death. I love this. So we overcome fear of death. I think we will definitely have subject on death in this time. That's great. So thank you, madam. And of course, healing. Thank you for your time. I keep coming back onto doing this role. Okay. Yes, then Risha, madam. Yes, you're unmuted.
Hello, friends, and hello, sir. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. I'm Richa, and I am facilitator for Yogam Group 10. I've been practicing meditation since about last 4 years and have seen benefits in terms of developing mindfulness. I don't have to remind myself for any event. I don't have to put alarm for that. If I have to, I'm able to give my best at any moment of time. Just by setting intention, I'm able to have that clarity, develop the clarity, and give my best in situations wherein I needed to step up in my role in my project, or in situations wherein there were issues hours before go live. And I also happen to heal my allergic condition that I used to have, having frequent throat infections. I just realized that it is not occurring anymore. And many more benefits. Happy to help you all. And in any way I can, please feel free to connect. And thank you for this opportunity.
And your groups?
Yogam Group 10.
Yogam Group 10. So you all have WOW? WOW,
Yes.
Yogam Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, like that, right? Buddhasi will be there. So the groups Yogam Group 10. Thank you, madam. And then you're from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Okay. Everybody please do tell where you're from. Yes, Lata madam.
Hello, sir, and hello, everyone. I am Lata Kota from Albany, New York. And my deep gratitude to Chandra sir and Vani ma'am. They are my mentors and my guru, everything. And I've been doing this meditation from more than 3 years, close to 4 years. And I found a profound changes in myself, especially calming myself and having more patience. I also, through this meditation, I also learned how to not take everything into personal. And like I always keep reminding myself about the 4 agreements that Chandra sir mentioned. And in this 40-day session, you might be here in future sessions. And those are really, I feel like those are my those 4 agreements are my Bible words, I can say that, or my Bhagavad Gita, I can say that. And thank you so much, friends. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, anything, please connect to me. Thank you. And I am from group 8, Yogam group 8. Thank you.
Thank you, Lata madam. That's wonderful. They're coming back and doing this again and again. Yes, Kiran, go with you.
Yeah, namaste everyone. I'm Kiran Goel, and my group is Yogam 6. So my meditation journey started in February 2024. Initially, I thought that meditation was only for saints and those who are more mentally strong. However, through Buddha CEO, I discovered that meditation can benefit people like me, those who are struggling with repetitive and negative thoughts. By faithfully following the process and dedicating myself fully, I noticed significant change in my thought process within just 3 months. So I encourage you to trust the process, commit fully, and let go the doubt. I assure you, in 40 days, you will see a profound difference. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, you're from and your group.
Yeah, sir, I'm from Gurgaon and my group is Wow Yogam 6.
Gurgaon, Delhi, and Wow Yogam 6. Thank you,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
That's wonderful. All right. So negative thoughts go away. Lata madam talked about 4 agreements. Of course, the most impactful things that one can really, really practice to change life. Yes, Nehaji.
Namaste, sir, and namaste, everyone. I am Neha Sharma, and I'm facilitating Yogam 7. I'm basically from Jammu and presently residing in Karwar, Karnataka. My journey with meditation started around 3 years back on a complete skeptic note. I thought it is meant for some different people, but definitely not for me. However, on insistence of my mother, I thought to give it a try and took it as a challenge for 40 days for not just meditating, but also getting up early in the morning, which was again a challenge for me. However, my life has changed beautifully and 360 degrees it has changed. If I start talking about it, I will need at least 30 minutes to talk about it. However, I'll keep it as brief as I can. I was a very, very negative person. I used to look always on the darker side of the life, but now I'm more optimistic and more happier, more joyous. I have manifested so many things in my life. My dream career, the way exactly I wanted it, I manifested it. In fact, sir, it even happens sometimes. I used to think, I wish it was like this, and it happened so beautifully. I think a universe listened to my inner whispers and it manifested. I was also a very confused person and reaching out to anybody and everybody for taking decisions. And after that, if it didn't work out well, I used to blame the other person only. But now that confidence to take my own decisions have come, and I feel more empowered, so much more empowered. Here I'll tell everyone there are certain few things in life which only happen, which you only understand once you experience it your own self, and meditation is one of them. So please take it as a challenge for 40 40 days and do complete it. It's a miraculous journey that we all have embarked. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Wow. You missed to say one thing. I'm a bundle of energy.
Thank you so much.
All right. So awesome. So there are so many messages from Neha madam. Everything will uncover itself during the program. Everything she said is going to happen to each and every one of us. And so thank you for bringing those messages. Yes, Meghaji.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody present here. I am Megha Sharma. I am from Amritsar, Punjab, and I embarked on this beautiful 3 years back when it was suggested by my family members. And since then, I have never looked back. And I was actually frantically searching for meditation when I landed up here. And this is a beautiful, beautiful platform that helped me evolve emotionally. So now what has changed in me is now I do not regret about the past or be anxious about the future. I have learned to be in the present moment. I have changed from a frantic, finicky mother to a calmer one. And I just enjoy this platform, all the people here, they're all so kind and helpful, always there to help you, guide you. And I would just suggest each one of you to be very consistent and please give it a try for these 40 days and you see remarkable and miraculous results. Thank you so much. And my WhatsApp group is Wow Yogam 10. So feel free to reach out.
Awesome. I missed the word. What is the word you said? Frantic mother. What mother?
Frantic, finicky mothers.
Frantic, finicky mother to a calm mother. Mothers are always caring and loving, but a calm mother. Right? More, yeah, considered in a positive way, mother. Great. Such an important aspect. When you're all raising children, dealing with children. So beautiful. Thank you for bringing it up. Meditation, of course, is helping to become greatest mother possible. Become great parents. Yes, Vidya madam.
Yeah, namaste everyone. So I am Vidya. I live in Hyderabad. So I practice this breath mindfulness meditation from past 4 years. I reap a lot of positive benefits in me. To be very brief, now I look forward each day in my life. So I live a purposeful meaning and looking forward each day in my life. That is the greatest benefit I received each day. I am a beautiful being. That's what I feel. I am the facilitator for Yogam 1 and Yogam 12. So feel free to contact me anytime you want, dear friends. And I feel this journey, this great 40 days journey is meant to cultivate the friendship, interaction, and also share our experiences. So hope we'll all share and sail together. Thank you, Chandra sir and Vani madam, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Awesome. So thank you, Nagendra. Please put all facilitators on the screen. So thank you, Vidya madam. I think this beautifully sums up. I'm looking forward to every day. I'm looking forward to waking up and then take the next thing. How many of us lost the interest into living that day, concluding the day in a hurry, always feeling something more is there and this and that and stress is there. We look forward in a positive way for every day. So it's great to have these facilitators here. My God, so you have a women domination here. I didn't realize this. How is this possible? Okay, so we have more facilitators. We'll see if we have more, if we have men come up there. But that's great. I'm happy that we are reversing a belief that is there in the world. Right? Women have disadvantage. They do great masters of meditation. They do wonderful counsel of meditation. That's why they are there often, because the meditation moves us into oneness, wholeness, connectedness. That's what feminine energy is in a beautiful, beautiful way. And so happy here. We'll learn about other facilitators tomorrow, right, friends? And so see you all tomorrow again, day 3. We're going to go and dwell a little bit scientific aspects of meditation. We practice breath meditation. We understood a new technique called heart elevation. We are saying there are many experiences that will come and can come, and if they do, Just sit through them, no worries about it, and just observe them and sit through. That's the essence of what we learned in these 2 sessions. And as tomorrow, we'll do a little bit of science of what's happening in this brain, neuroscience. We'll understand a little bit of neuroscience while we practice and continue the practice of what we did today. Some of you feel like you want to practice again, no problem at all. And so you can do a second time and a third time, not an issue. You feel good, in a heavy stress, a lot of issues at homes and this way, that way. Take another meditation dip again. It's great. Always great, right? So there's no limit to how much meditation practice you do, but do once now and then do once again in the evening if you would like to, right, friends? And then continue the practice and see you tomorrow again. So thank you all. And as before, we will stay for a little longer in case anybody has a question or want to share your experience. Feel free to do that. Any announcements, Jaysha, madam?
Yes, sir. So friends, we will be sending the self-assessment survey today. So would request, please spend a few seconds and fill up the assessment form, it is greatly helpful for your self-reflection. We all need to reflect every day, right? So, and this is just the start of the 40-day journey. You reflect, and then after we'll be sending the second self-assessment form later. So please fill up this. This is the self-assessment form 1, which will be shared in the WhatsApp group and also through email too. So request you all to please, your facilitators will post the message in the group. So, and happy to hear from all our beautiful facilitator. Yes, more women power. Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Yes, friends and masters. So happy to see all your experiences in. Yes, so happy to see all your experiences in the chat. Yes, and we have a separate session to understand more about our meditational experiences, what we go through. Yes, and so you will understand that better. And today we had a wonderful heart elevation process taught by Chandra sir. For those of you who are first time who are hearing about this process, it's a great process to elevate your emotion and to come to that higher vibrational state too. As sir explained, HeartMath Institute has done a lot of research and how the heart sends the signals to the brain and gets incoherent with it is awesome, right? So, friends, if you have any questions, please raise your hand and we will give you the option to unmute yourself. Switch on the video and then ask your questions, or you just want to come up and share your experience, please do so. I think Anjali has answered. Yeah. And someone is asking about the group, right? I joined today. There is any group. Okay, WhatsApp group link. Anjali, will you be able to post the link?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. One question is there in Q&A.
What is it?
I got a bad experience in the process of meditation. Is it okay to have a bad experience, like someone is kidnapping me like that?
Okay. So you will understand this in the upcoming session, but I would say whatever experience we get in the meditation session, it just remains there. And like this, because of some past experiences, right? Or in that conditioning, we get that. Sometimes we feel, or somewhere in the childhood, if you would have had any kind of an experience or any kind of and thinking about this, which has stayed in your belief system, it's there in the system, and you were not aware about it until now. So all those suppressed emotions, suppressed experiences also will come to the surface initially at the beginning to go away from it. It will surface and fade away. So this is perfectly fine. I mean, it doesn't mean like, okay, this has come in my meditation, so something is going to happen like that. So don't think like that. Yes, you'll understand that it's because of some, yeah, when I started meditating, when I began this journey, of course from childhood I've learned meditation, but became very intense through this technique, Anapanasati and Vipassana, what I do for past 5 years. So when I started initially, there were many things coming, the thoughts coming up, which I never knew it what was there in my mind. It was, I thought all these were never, it's not me. It was like that. Because sometimes it is all suppressed there, and suppression is also not a healthy one, right? We have to be free. We have to empty ourselves completely. So all these will come to the surface to just go away, to fade away. And what has to remain, what have to be there in us, and which will give us more power, strengthen it, that will remain with us. Yes. So you will understand these, friends, in all the upcoming session. I would request, sincere request to you all is just stay, make a strong intention to go through this 40 day. Yes, what come may, I'm going to go through these 40 days. So that is the best thing. And then you will discover the new you, and you will experience those transformations. And of course, for many of our masters, they have expressed in few days, within 1 week itself, lot of benefits what they are experiencing. We have seen past participants talking about these things. But yeah, make a strong intention and be there. And so many are there, and all in Telugu. Yes, Girij. I mean, this 40 day, I'm not sure if I understand you right. This 40 day is an English program. There is a Thrive program, which the foundation always conducts now and then. The Thrive program, we have sessions happening in many regional languages. So the next Thrive program starts in August 18th. So actually, by the end of this 40 day, you will get details about all the upcoming programs conducted by the foundation too. Yeah. Any other questions, Anjali? Did you post the WhatsApp group link? Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. Ma'am, next question is, I am very fond of music. I was able to concentrate on flute music rather than my own breath. Is that fine?
That's fine. It's okay. I mean, rather than your breath, yeah, you were able to concentrate there, but like, see, the words also are very important. You need to observe whatever it is, right? Of course, you have to come back and observe your breath. And sometimes, if that music, you're just observing it, and it's giving you that kind of an intense feeling, nice feeling. Yes, and you are having that energy kind of experience, it's okay, just come back, try to observe your breath. But sometimes the breath is very, very subtle, right? So, and you feel like you are not experiencing, you are not able to observe your breath too, that is also fine. So it's absolutely fine. Just don't go into any judgment, don't go with it, thought or any kind. I mean, you're observing the music also, don't go with any conclusion or judgments there. Yeah, just come back and observe the breath. The gap between the thoughts, that is the emptiness state. That is where we aim to be there. Why we are doing this, why we are coming back, training our mind. I mean, training in the sense we are not training in meditation, but of course through this process, why we make our mind sharp and we are coming back and observing the breath, so that we develop that awareness in, of course, with many benefits. We are improving, we are developing this mindfulness in plenty in us, to be at that moment, to be present, to be there and feel. Yeah, so that is what we are doing, friends. Okay, Shobhaji, I tried to come back, but it was not possible. It's okay. And I would like to know, if you are there, I mean, how long have you been meditating? Or you've just started with this program? If we can promote her to just started. So no worries. I mean, yes, Shobhaji, you just started, right? So there will be many thoughts coming, and sometimes like this, you go away from your breath to many things. See, 10 times thought come, 10 times you go back and observe your breath. 10,000 times thought comes, 10,000 times you go back and observe your breath. Everything, what you're learning something new, it needs little bit of effort from your side, right? Here, the effort in the sense, it is a very, very easy technique, but a profound technique where you need to just go back and observe your breath. So just trust the process and go with it. After few days, you will see that difference. Definitely, you will. We don't say that, okay, 30 minutes you're meditating, each and every minute, 30 minutes you'll be in the thoughtless states. No, that is wrong. In that 30 minutes, even for few seconds, you're going to that thoughtless state, the benefits are miraculous. There are a lot of things happening in your body, mind. Yes. Yes, Shobhaji. Anything else?
I think that's all, ma'am. This I just wanted to say because yesterday I was completely immersed in the meditation. I enjoyed yesterday compared to today. Today somehow I was getting distracted, I felt. In fact, I thought of lowering my laptop volume also. So, because I just wanted to concentrate on my own breath. I made it possible yesterday. Yesterday it was like a full-fledged immersing the thing happened. But today it was slightly on and off. So
Yes, I understand.
fine. Since it is a very start of the thing. In fact, I have been doing, but it is not a consistent. Like I am considering myself as an immature person, very a new beginner kind of a thing. Only I'm starting again. Otherwise, I was very inconsistent and not doing regularly.
Yes, Shobhaji, one thing is, yes, like you said, we have a session on that topic. Regularity and consistency is the key. And one more thing, every sitting will be different. Every sitting, I mean, every meditation session in a day itself, it can be different. Okay. One more thing is, we don't crave for that kind of an experience too. That is very, very important. Craving, aversion, both shouldn't be there. That's when we are practicing equanimity. So
Yeah, ma'am. I understand because I attended one round of Vipassana, but after that I completely stopped. It was like 4 years back, not 4 years, 6 years back I attended. I wanted to do. Somehow it was not happening only. In fact, I wanted to go for second round, all those things. Since there is a lot of gap and I was not able to follow it up, so I'm considering this is again a start of new journey. So
it is a new journey, and just believe that, trust the process. Just this 40 days, if you're regular, it will become a habit, it will become a routine in your life, right?
yeah,
That's
ma'am.
the expert
Definitely.
say.
Yeah.
So just follow that, and That's what I said, right? Don't go back. Again, you're going back to the past.
Correct. I don't want to do that actually.
We are practicing actually, right?
Yes.
It will come, Shobhaji. Just trust the process and
Okay.
trust this group and be.
I know, ma'am, because even in that poll, in the survey also, I put like less than 1 month only I put. I know I was doing, but now it is like a restart for me. So
It will I mean, yeah, every sitting will be how, it doesn't matter how many years of practice or some days of practice.
yeah.
It's all about the technique, and sometimes even if I've had some hard day in the sense, of course, I mean, many things were going on in the day at workplace and personal and everything. Then night you sit for meditation. Of course, usual there will be more thoughts coming.
Yeah.
What is your this thing? What you have to do? You need to do that. You just come back and observe the breath. You just come back and observe the breath. That's all.
Yeah.
And don't think about it. Don't think, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
actually nothing like that. Once you go, close your eyes and start with that intention itself, there are a lot of things happening.
Okay.
Body and mind, right? So that you'll understand more the scientific, the technicality, you'll understand more in this 40-day session. The structure is so good, of course, designed by Chandra sir, and
Okay.
profound. That is where even I got connected to because of the science behind all this.
Sure.
So you will get to that, Shobhaji. Yeah, and I will listen to your experience after few days.
Yeah,
I
sure, ma'am. Sure. Definitely, I will talk about. Thanks, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shobhaji. And Girija ji, I missed. It's any day you can join this 40-day actually. Yeah, the technique every day. It's very simple to learn, and every day we'll be talking about the technique. So any day you can start.
Ma'am, there
So
is a question. Bhargavi ma'am asked, what is the difference between the dream in sleep and experience in meditation?
okay, dream in sleep and experience in meditation. See, dream in sleep is also actually we are going to we are gaining that energy there, but researchers have clearly showed that whatever you experience in meditation, yeah, the energy what you gain in meditation is much more. Like, for example, 1 hour of meditation is equal to 6 hours of sleep, they say. Of course, the technique, you have to get a hold of that technique. Yes. And everything, dream and sleep, that is one kind of an experience. And experience and meditation also stays within the dream and sleep, stays with there itself. Yeah, in that time period, whatever we experience, that is there and over. And experience and meditation also, that is there and over. Of course, you'll, if you would have attended a previous program and some of our this 40-day, if you attend, there are many the science behind it in the meditation sessions. So in that you'll understand that what you gain in meditation is much more. Even the energy level, you are going to deeper states of your mind, right? But with awareness. But in sleep, what happens? You're completely lost, you are not aware. So that is the major difference. So with awareness, you're going to the deeper states of the mind, so that carries on with open eye also in your day. It carries on later also, and many healing, everything is happening in your meditation itself. When you go to that kind of a state, like delta state and theta delta state, and gamma state is the higher, that arousal state. So there, lot of healing, everything is happening there in the meditation. Yes. Meditation with awareness, sleep without awareness. Yeah, that is what is happening.
Okay, ma'am. Next question Shiv Kumar sir asks is meditation is the process of churning of thoughts. Some may come to surface and other remain there.
I think that is what I had answered earlier also. First, of course, what is happening? We are in meditation, what we are doing? We are stilling the mind, right? So when during that time and to go to that emptiness state, first, we have created lots of knots uh, all these years in our life. So now all that something what you have to take something completely deeply inside, that we have to reset, that reset button should be pressed, or that it has to become empty, right? So what happens is, of course, initially that is what happens, like you said, Shivkumarji, that thoughts, it comes to the surface, and because what is not actually needed, the unscientific unwanted thoughts, like today also sir spoke about, right, the field of thoughts, field of speech, and field of action, what Patriji beautifully explains. We will go through that again and again. So that all goes off, and what can give you that elevated, what needs with the positive and miraculous thoughts, it remains there with you. So this is what happens, so that you can observe the positive, the new learnings, you can observe it with complete awareness, you observe it and you benefit from that. So that is what happens. The initial process, yeah, there is a cleansing happening initially, yes, for our good, for our greater good. Yes. Yes, next.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is Dishani ma'am asked to concentrate better on breathing. Can I say in silent breathing in and breathing out while doing so?
Dishani ji, we suggest not to say. See, when you are doing like this, saying silent in, breathing out, everything, then what is happening is the actual, the essence is missing there, right? Again, we are putting a concentration somewhere. What we are doing here is to just observe our breath, so that we can go to that emptiness state. Again, if then your mind is hooked on to something, then it's not easy to reach that state. So what I would suggest is not to say anything. Of course, initially, if you feel as a beginner you're finding it difficult to go and observe your breath, uh, from here, of course, Chandra sir says the start of the nose here in between the eyebrows, which is great. Here, if you are not able to observe from here above the upper lip, below your nostrils, from here to here, any point here, you can take it as a reference point. Yeah, and then start observing. Some of them, they can observe the breath just here below the nostrils. It's easy for them. So just take that point and observe the breath there. Just observe. I'm saying this word again and again, not to focus or concentrate on your breath. Just observe, and then slowly you'll get there. Sometimes the breath is very, very subtle. It's okay, just observing, and you are getting that kind of a good feeling, that energy kind of an experience. You will experience that later. uh, like I said, you don't crave for anything also. No experience is also an experience in meditation, which you will learn that in the upcoming session. Chandra sir will be talking about that. Yes. So yeah, what we suggest is not to say anything. That's why we say don't, and sit with a strong intention. And like when you're sitting itself, wow, today I'm going to have I'm having a very good meditation sessions nowadays. Like a present moment, just sit with that strong intention, and then you meditate. I mean, I did like that in my initial days. And it works. It works. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, friends and masters. And thank you, Anjali. Very nice. Heartfelt gratitude to you all. So we'll meet in tomorrow's session. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Everybody gets a heart. Everybody gets a soul. Everybody gets